Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be going through the beginner guide to what is cryptocurrency. I'm going to go through some frequently used terms, how to buy it, when to buy it, and some frequently asked questions as well. So first of all, I would like to apologize for my voice. I am getting over a cold, so it's a bit scratchy, so sorry if I clear my throat. But if you're not a beginner, feel free to use this video to send to other people who are asking you what is cryptocurrency, should I buy it, all those good questions, how to buy it. We're going to go through all of that in this video, so stay tuned. If you're enjoying the content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I have links below if you want to purchase any cryptocurrency or join any exchanges. So let's begin. All right, very first thing, what is cryptocurrency? AKA crypto. You'll hear crypto a lot. It is a decentralized digital currency that is stored on a public ledger. Bitcoin is the first and largest cryptocurrency. It is a separate asset class similar to a stock or commodity. So I'll go through what some of that means if that is confusing to you. I would basically explain it as a token that proves that you own a portion of it. It's very similar to a stock. You know, a company will put out a token and you can purchase that token, which says, now I hold a percentage of this company. It's kind of like that, except for there is no company. Now, I explained AI, or I asked AI to explain it to me if I was a 5-year-old. So feel free to read this. You can pause the video and read it. Let me get my head out of the way. Feel free to read that if you want. But basically what it is you have a blockchain, you have a Bitcoin that's stored on there, and the most important thing is there's a limited supply and no one controls it. That's what decentralized means. So we'll talk about that in a second, but let's go through some frequently used terms. So fiat currency. Fiat currency is the term for a currency that is issued by a country such as the US dollar. There's many fiat currencies. Every country has one. Altcoin. This is a cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin, and they are always more risky than Bitcoin. Meme coin. This is an altcoin specifically made from an internet meme or some other meme, and it usually has no use case and no utility. It is more just a fun coin to invest in because you like what it is. Maybe you like the community, so that is an option as well. But this is for more advanced users, that is for sure. Very speculative and very risky. Public ledger. This is basically a database of information that can be accessed by everyone and is controlled by no one. That is the biggest point about cryptocurrency. It is controlled by no one. This public ledger is reinforced by miners, and we'll talk about that in a second. Wallet. So this is where you're going to store it if you're holding crypto specifically. So a hot or cold wallet. If you're holding it through an exchange or someone like Coinbase, they will hold your wallet for you. There's two different types. There's a hot wallet, which means it is stored online and is susceptible to being hacked. And then you have offline wallets, which are called cold wallets. And you can use a hardware. It's like a little thumb drive. Ledger makes one. There's a lot of people who make them. And you can even print out a piece of paper to store your Bitcoin. It's pretty crazy, but you can just basically print out the code that holds the keys to your cryptocurrency. And then you can put it in a safe. You could, etch it on metal in case your house burns down. Now, this is very, very advanced strategies and is very unnecessary to think about if you're a beginner and you just want to hold it on Fidelity or Coinbase. A miner. So it refers to hardware or even the person that runs the hardware. So there's miners, there's companies that run miners, and it is basically a specific piece of hardware that is used to secure the blockchain. So it uses energy from the electric grid to do calculations to secure the blockchain to make sure that everything on the ledger is correct and no one is cheating or hacking the ledger. It is almost impossible to hack Bitcoin unless you could somehow control more than 50% of the miners. So miners are all over the world, all sorts of companies, so this is really not feasible. DCA is a term for dollar cost averaging. This means buying something at regular intervals. For example, I could buy Bitcoin every week, I could buy it every month, or I could buy it every year. Those are all forms of dollar cost averaging. You could even buy it every day if you want. ETF, this means exchange traded fund, and this is an asset that's traded on the stock market. You could have a lot of things that are ETFs. The S&P 500 is an ETF, right? So it's just a grouping of the top 500 best stocks. You could have a gold ETF, which is, there's even Bitcoin ETFs now that have been released this year. And I'll talk about some of those because that is probably going to be the best way for a new Bitcoin investor to get into the space is just using ETFs. So how to buy crypto. This is probably the most important thing. You can buy it from a stockbroker like Fidelity, Vanguard, JP Morgan, etc. If you do have a Roth IRA, which means a tax advantage account, first of all, if you don't have a Roth IRA, I would look into starting one. Second of all, if you already have one, that'll probably be the easiest place you can buy Bitcoin. So you can buy different ETFs. I put a list of the 4 that I like the most that have the lowest fees. So you can buy BTC, which is Grayscale. You can buy BitB, BITB, IBIT, FBTC. So these are companies that basically purchase the cryptocurrency and then they put it in an account and then they sell shares to that account. So it's kind of like a roundabout way of owning cryptocurrency. But if you already have these accounts, this is probably going to be the easiest way for you to purchase it. Otherwise, you can open an exchange account with someone like Coinbase or Kraken or Bitunix. I have links below to Kraken, Coinbase, and Bitunix that gives you a nice little bonus when you open an account. So feel free to use the links below. It also helps me out, but it does help you out as well. There's no negatives to using the links below. Another way is you could really just buy it inside of PayPal, Venmo. All of these payment exchange applications are allowing you to start purchasing crypto. This is this cycle we are calling the adoption cycle because people are really starting to adopt cryptocurrency. So the next very important thing is to talk about the price of cryptocurrency and its volatility. So as you can see, here's a graph going from somewhere around 2017 to right now, 2024. You can see the price is generally trending up. But what you'll notice is the price kind of goes in 4-year cycles here. So you can see this was the first cycle, this is the second cycle, and we are entering the third cycle. It is very important because the price is very volatile that you just want to either purchase it when it's cheap. So if you look at a graph, you can see, all right, I want to buy it in 2023 or 2019, 2020 when the price is cheap. Otherwise, because you can't really predict what's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to continue following these 4-year cycles or how that's going to work, but it is very important to just dollar cost average in. So right now, if I were to purchase it right now, the price could go down. So it's very important not to just say, oh, this is a scam, I'm going to sell, because then you're going to lose money and you're going to be disappointed. It's like the stock market. It's the same thing. You're never guaranteed that the stock market is going to go up every single day. But if you're guaranteed to hold it for a long period of time, you are guaranteed to make a return, right? So any time in history of Bitcoin, if it's been at least 4 years, you're always making money, and that's very important. So my number one tip is just to purchase a little bit every week, every month, every year, however you want to do it. Just purchase a little bit every time, whatever you can afford to lose, whatever you can afford to invest. Now I say lose because if something wild happens, you want to be able to make sure that you're not going to lose your house because you're investing more than you can afford to. Okay, so just dollar cost average, buy it every week. If you open a Coinbase account, you can set it up right inside the account to just automatically buy it, let's say every week, every month, however you want to do it. I've started buying it for my children on their birthday. So what I do is on their birthday, I buy them $100 of Bitcoin for my kids and my wife. And over time, my son already, I've bought him $100 2 times on his 2 birthdays. I have a 2-year-old son, and it's already worth $500, and all I've spent is $200. So if you do it every year or every month, I guarantee you will not be disappointed. All right, let's talk about some frequently asked questions. So I've heard a lot of people say, what is Bitcoin backed by? This is an interesting question because what is the US dollar backed by? Nothing. So we'll go through that here in a second. But energy and miners. So the miners I was talking about earlier, they are what backs the cryptocurrency, right? As well as the network, all of the adopters, all the community, everyone backs this cryptocurrency, right? But the miners is what secures the cryptocurrency and makes sure that it cannot be hacked. So for reference, the US dollar is not backed by anything physical. It used to be. It used to be backed by gold. It used to be backed by oil. Now it is backed by nothing besides, I guess, our US military. Stocks are backed by the company that issues them. So Bitcoin's interesting because it's decentralized. There's decentralized miners. And the reason why there are miners is they get a fee for any of the network transactions. So if someone sends Bitcoin to someone else, they will get a fee to help pay for their miners and their energy. So that is how the network is secured, and that's how it's backed. Is Bitcoin insured? Now, this only depends on where you store it. So if you hold your own keys, if you are storing your cryptocurrency on your computer or on your phone via a wallet, or even in a USB thumb drive, it is not insured. But if you hold it on Coinbase or Fidelity, then you're subject to their terms of service, and usually all of those assets are backed. So if something happens, Coinbase will get your money back, Fidelity as well. If you're holding some of these ETFs, they are insured. So that's important. Are altcoins more risky? Yes, very much so. There's a million altcoins. There's literally so many altcoins. So Ethereum is the biggest one. If you want to see the biggest ones, now again, altcoins are very risky. Now, to finish the video, I'm just going to go to coinmarketcap.com. It's a website that lists all of the cryptocurrencies in the world in ranking of how big the asset is. So you can see the market cap over here. Market cap just means how much money is in this cryptocurrency. Basically, it's the price of every one times the quantity, how many there are, right? So Bitcoin has a limited supply. You can see 21 million is all the Bitcoin that will ever exist on Earth. And then you can see the assets going down. Ethereum is the second biggest. It is the first biggest altcoin. It is the second biggest cryptocurrency. It does also have ETFs on exchange if you do want to purchase one. But again, it is altcoin. It is much more risky than the king, the Bitcoin. Then you have things like Tether, which is a stable coin, which is basically something that is just, they call it pegged, but it's just equivalent to $1 always, okay? It's always worth $1. And this is used to, transactions. If you want to send, this is a company, Tether, and they buy Bitcoin, which backs their Tether, unlike the US dollar, which is backed by nothing. And then you have Solana, BNB, a bunch of different coins. Dogecoin is a meme coin, like I was talking about. So if you want to see all meme coins on this website, you can just press this meme button. There's a bunch of different meme coins. Again, these have no utility. These are speculative assets. So just be careful, be careful. If I were you, if I was anyone, I would stick to mostly Bitcoin almost always, and you will be doing very well. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you did, any interaction helps. So like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, share this videos with others that you want to share. If you're trying to convince someone to buy Bitcoin, maybe send them this video, might help. That's it for the video. Again, if you want to download any of the exchanges, feel free to use my links below. I have links for Coinbase and other exchanges. Bitunix is a great one as well. That's it. Have a great day, everyone, and good luck. See you guys.